looks set for the Coolmore No Nay Never. Irish EBF Fillies Maiden. And they're off. As they break away in the early stages, over on the far side, prominent Alpha Centauri. And these are being followed towards the near side by Silvano Maria. Also prominent towards the leaders on the outside is Now You're Talking. As they settle down, that group being followed by Shapes. And towards the outside of the leaders, Lynn's Memory. But it's Alpha Centauri who leads, being followed in second place. On the outside by Silvano Maria. And then comes towards their outside, Lynn's Memory. Also close up in the centre is Shapes, and also Now You're Talking towards the outside. They're being followed by Actress over on the far rail. But it is Alpha Centauri and Colm O'Donoghue who lead a couple of lengths to Actress, Shapes, Now You're Talking and Lynn's Memory as they race towards the final furlong. Alpha Centauri out in front. Actress in second place. Now You're Talking, Shapes. Staying on between horses, Yulong Gold Fairy. But it's Alpha Centauri and Colm O'Donoghue out 2.5 in front. It's going to be another one for Jessica Harrington. Team in form, Alpha Centauri, Colm O'Donoghue beat Actress. On the outside, Shapes, Yulong Gold Fairy next, and they're being followed in by Ballot Box. Looks set. And they're off. Shapes jumps away smartly in the centre, just ahead of Comanche Dancer, and they're followed by Actress and Moonlight Bay, and tracking on the near side is Alpha Centauri. As Shapes in the green jacket shows in the lead on the far side. Moonlight Bay, they're tracked by Alpha Centauri on the near side. Actress is towards the inner as they make their way on now towards the end of the first two. And it's Shapes in the lead, Colin Keane. On the outside is Alpha Centauri and Colm O'Donoghue, 2 lengths to Shapes. Moonlight Bay is on the inside of Comanche Dancer. Making the way on now to the halfway point, and Alpha Centauri moves alongside Shapes, a couple of lengths to Actress, Moonlight Bay and Comanche Dancer. Racing on now towards the 2 in the Coolmore Stud Irish EBF Fillies Sprint Stakes, and little to choose between 3. In the centre now, Alpha Centauri, Actress on the outside, followed by Shapes as they begin the climb now towards the final furlong. Alpha Centauri now beginning to open up and stretch a couple of lengths clear of Actress. Shapes in third as they race up towards the finish, and Alpha Centauri makes it 2 out of 2 here at Naas with another impressive win for the Niakos family, for Jessica Harrington, Colm O'Donoghue, Actress second, Shapes and Moonlight Bay. And they're off. And a very level break. Happily came away smartly in the centre. Could it be Love towards the outside? And these are being closely followed by Soliloquy, and just after them is Chiara Luna, who's towards the outside. But in the early stages, picking up the running now is Could It Be Love, who's moved on for Donnacha O'Brien to lead, followed by Soliloquy in second place. On the outside of Who's Steph, and Happily just in behind. Chiara Luna is racing next, and they're being followed by Screeve Nua. Alpha Centauri is just behind these, with Yulong Gold Fairy and Algebra towards the outside. Then comes Most Gifted and Clemmy. Lightning Quick and Uluru Park is out in front. It's Could It Be Love, Donnacha O'Brien striding on in a clear advantage, taking them up towards the halfway point. A good 5-6 in front. Soliloquy and William Buick second. Who's Step, Colin Keane is third. In fourth place is Happily. Chiara Luna, Screeve Nua comes next with Alpha Centauri, and towards the inside Most Gifted. And out in front and clear is Could It Be Love, being followed by Soliloquy, and then comes Who's Steph. Happily is next, and they're being followed by Alpha Centauri. Towards the outside of them is Clemmy, racing on with a furlong and a half to go, and Could It Be Love is out well clear. In second place is Soliloquy. Alpha Centauri beginning a good run down the middle of the track ahead of Happily, and then Who's Steph, but Could It Be Love now challenged on the near side by Alpha Centauri, Soliloquy and Happily racing inside the last 100 yards. Could It Be Love on the far side, on the near side Alpha Centauri. Alpha Centauri wins the Guineas for Colm O'Donoghue and Jessica Harrington. Could It Be Love followed in by Happily.
Going on. And they're off and racing for the Coronation Stakes. And from the stalls, amongst those that jump out well is Voracious, in company as well with White Fountain Fairy, and also on the inside running rail Adorable and Clemmy. And Adorable crosses over. Aim of Artemis is the one that's been kept very wide out between the pair Voracious as they explore plenty of Ascot as they race up the side. Two being taken notably wide. Aim of Artemis heading right over towards the middle of the racecourse. Normally the wet ground route is out in front. Adorable sets the pace. So Adorable leading from White Fountain Fairy in second place. Racing in third is Voracious. Racing in fourth, Tepal on the inside of Alpha Centauri and Clemmy. Still wider out is Aim of Artemis, who's now moving over to join in and will do so in about fourth or fifth place. Threading back at this stage also Bilston Brook given time to find her feet. Cœur de Beauté, Ananerium and Nkozikazi at the tail. Tightly clustered leading bunch of five are led round the home turn by Voracious. Aim of Artemis has moved over into second place. Now Adorable is back in third with White Fountain Fairy in the noseband. Passing the three, Alpha Centauri is three wide. The pause in the pace allows a few to close. Clemmy down the outside in company with Threading. Tepal is looking for room as all of a sudden it gets a little bit messy. Bilston Brook with work to do. Alpha Centauri has first crack at Voracious and Alpha Centauri strikes for home. Alpha Centauri in the Coronation is sent on and goes 2 to 3 lengths clear. Voracious in second, then Threading and Clemmy. Who was the best 3-year-old filly? Alpha Centauri answers decisively. The shining star of the Coronation and a first run Ascot success for Jessie Harrington. Threading second, in third was Voracious. Bilston Brook late progress for fourth. Clemmy next. Back in sixth place was Cœur de Beauté, just ahead of Ananerium. They go all the way back to Adorable. Well, my word, she's had to wait a fair while as Jessie Harrington to trade a Royal Ascot winner. But the 11 to 4 favourite, Alpha Centauri, second in the Albany 12 months ago, has won by about 6 or 7 lengths. Threading in second, Voracious in third. Bilston Brook got a bit far back, but even so, would never have beaten Alpha Centauri. Clemmy across the line.
Ready to go. And they're off for the 2018 running. The Tattersalls at Falmouth Stakes over 1 mile. Clemmy was well away. So to Alpha Centauri. The pace not overly strong, though, in the early stages. Niletti wider out. Being followed through by Opal Tiara and Threading. Or back to the near side, Arabian Hope and Out in Order. So 3 horses more towards the inside. Alpha Centauri leading up from Arabian Hope and Out in Order. More towards the centre of the racecourse. They're being led by Clemmy, who's just in front of Niletti, then Threading and Opal Tiara. So it's near side, Alpha Centauri who leads narrowly from Clemmy toward the centre of the track. Then Niletti, green and maroon from Threading. Arabian Hope more towards the near side. Then Opal Tiara and Out in Order. They race inside the final half mile. It's Alpha Centauri who led them a halfway, making about a length now to Clemmy in second, Arabian Hope in third. Then Niletti from Opal Tiara, Out in Order more towards the near side. And now just being pushed along is Threading in the final placing. Alpha Centauri controlling things. She's out in front and led by about a length and a half from Clemmy and Out in Order second and third. Then came Arabian Hope and Niletti as they run now down towards the final quarter mile. And Alpha Centauri, she's gone clear. She's the best part of 3 to 4 lengths in front of Clemmy in second, just in front of Out in Order back in third. They're well ahead then from Niletti and Arabian Hope. Inside the final furlong, it's Alpha Centauri who's out clear in the Falmouth Stakes. She's a good 5 lengths on top from Out in Order, now battling through to be second from Clemmy. But it's going to be Alpha Centauri, the favourite, will take the Falmouth Stakes. Alpha Centauri has won it from Out in Order, who was home in second. Back in third, Clemmy. Then Niletti clear from Arabian Hope, Threading and Opal Tiara.
She's a splendid filly, Alpha Centauri, and she was totally dominant through every yard of this Falmouth Stakes. She has her third consecutive Group 1 in the colours of the Niarchos family for trainer Jessica Harrington. More top-level success for her and her...
C'est l'épreuve phare du meeting de Deauville, le prix du Harad Freinet Buffard, prix Jacques le Marois. Il s'élance avec Noah Lavoie au centre qui a pris un bon départ, tout comme à l'extérieur Success Days avec Romanize qui vient dans son sillage. 13 Fluor est en 4e position du wagon de l'extérieur, alors que côté corde, la récente lauréate du prix Rothschild, Louise You, montée par Aurélien Lemaître à l'avantage, alors que la grandissime favorite Kazakh Niarchos Alpha Centauri est en 2e position, suivi par Recoletos avec Intelligent et Cascadian, les 2 premiers du dernier prix Jean Prat qui viennent ensemble. Zalamea étant un petit peu plus loin. C'est Accidental Agent numéro 4 qui pour le moment côté corde ferme la marche. Il y a 2 pelotons, côté corde With You à l'extérieur, Sussex Days avec Romanize. With You ici en gros plan avec Alpha Centauri et Recoletos qui sont en enfilade indienne, suivi par Intelligent avec Cascadian qui vient un petit peu plus loin précédent. Accidental Agent au centre de la piste, donc Sussex Days, le numéro 5 qui est le meilleur. Romanize dans son sillage avec l'As Noura Lawa qui est en troisième position du peloton de l'extérieur, suivi par le numéro 3, le 13 Fluors. With You qui est sollicité déjà par Aurélien Lemaître, qui est dominé semble-t-il par Alpha Centauri avec Recoletos qui suit l'effort d'Alpha Centauri, Romanize qui se défend bien avec Success Days, Intelligent et Cascadian qui sont en retrait avec la championne Alpha Centauri à 200 mètres du poteau qui a pris 2-3 longueurs d'avance sur ses adversaires. Recoletos qui tente de se lancer maintenant à sa poursuite, Alpha Centauri qui a toujours l'avantage maintenant à 100 mètres du but et qui file vers une quatrième victoire de groupe 1 cette année. Alpha Centauri qui s'impose, Recoletos qui est deuxième et le 11 With You qui s'empare de la troisième place.
Ready for the Coolmore Fastnut Rock Matron Stakes, over a mile and away they go. And in the early stages, prominent towards the outside is Lawrence, and wide of her is Magical, Alpha Centauri just behind them, and they're followed on the inside by Happily as they race down to complete the first furlong and a half or so, and it's Lawrence the leader with Magical alongside. They're followed by Alpha Centauri, who's tracking Happily, and they're followed by Dan's Dream, and then Clemmy, and the back marker of the 7 is Lightning Quick. Racing on towards the end of the back straight, 4.5 furlongs to go, and Lawrence has the lead, being followed by Magical. They're followed in third by Happily. Alpha Centauri, Colin O'Donoghue in fourth, and then comes Dan's Dream, Clemmy last but one, and finally Lightning Quick. As they turn out of the back straight now with 3.5 to go. Lawrence the leader by a length to Magical in second, then comes Happily. Alpha Centauri on the outside is in fourth, then Dan's Dream and Clemmy, and finally Lightning Quick as they race past the 3-pole and approach the turn into the straight. Lawrence out in front under Danny Toadhope, followed by Magical in second, then in third is Happily. Alpha Centauri beginning to close on the outside as they come off the bend, 2 furlongs to race. Lawrence the leader from Magical, Alpha Centauri being asked to close now, then Happily and then Clemmy as they race towards the final furlong. Still Lawrence, Magical, Alpha Centauri on the outside, but it's still Lawrence the leader, Alpha Centauri, Magical in the centre, and then Clemmy. They're inside the final furlong now, and it's Lawrence out in front from Alpha Centauri. An upset, Lawrence wins the Matron, Alpha Centauri is second, Clemmy is third, fourth place was Magical, who appeared to be hampered, then Happily, and they're followed in by Lightning Quick, and finally Dan's Dream.